Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. Not sure how many of you are out there, looks like it's a few less than the start of yesterday's, but we'll make a start. Anyway, it's all about kicking back and easing stress, of course, from everyday life. So, we've got through Monday, so well done to us there. We're now on Tuesday. And we're heading towards the end of the week there. Hello there, Torgo. I hope you are well. Hello, Julie. Hello, everyone. So it seems like we've got off to a good start this time. I think everything is working. If you can hear me, please say that you can do, and then we'll get moving. So, yes. So the games we're going to be looking at today, hopefully, barring accidents, will be Robocop, Mazie Axe, Pust, Weklerman's, Lunar Crabs, and Death Chase. So we'll see, are we there? So you can hear me, oh that's good. So this is a first then. So it's the first live stream where I've actually started on time and everything's actually worked. So fantastic. Hello John, hello David, glad you can join me. We're hopefully going to go for about, 1.5 to 2 hours there. And yeah, just to recap on the games, I'm hopefully looking at Robocop. I've got a poke for that game, so we might go all the way through. Mazie Axe, which is a quality maze game by DK Tronics. Pust, where you grow a some kind of strange alien plant. Weklermans, might do a poke on that as well. And then we'll end with two classics from Micromedia, both in 1983, Lunar Crabs and Death Chase. Hello Obed, hello Rosie. There we go. So we'll be looking at Death Chase, near the end there. So we'll see how we get on. So, if we have any problems, well, it's a question of thinking on my feet. So I've got the 128K emulated. The emulator is EMU Z Win. So let's try and get Robocop loaded. There we go. So, as usual, if the music is too loud compared to my voice, or vice versa, let me know, and we'll try and alter it as I go to define the keys. Your move, creep. Right, so we know what keys. I'm going to do, don't we? Really. Right is always P, left is always O, down is always A, and up is always Q, and fire button there. So thank you, James. So the music seems to be working. What's the hitch? Why is this live stream going so well? Well, let's not tempt fate. Right, Robocop. Here we go. I'm not sure if Lewis is in this one. Please start. Right, here we go. Prime directives: serve the public trust. Uphold the law. Although he sounds like a bit like a chipmunk here, but anyway, Robocop's a chipmunk. Who knew? 22 viewers, thanks Gumdio, that's good. So if you're new to the stream, it's all nice and relaxed. It's all about easing stress and kicking off. Oh, dearie me. Oh, I'm having trouble with my gun here. We might. Oh, look at that. Robocop's died already. What's going on here? We might have to put it on joystick, I think. That's better. So we're going good guns now. He's moving a bit quick, he's Robo. Is this on the right speed? Let's check this. It seems like it's on the wrong speed to me. Let's do a bit of working out here. It looks terribly fast, doesn't it? Yeah, it's on 200%. Who did that? That's better. Robocop never moves that fast. Right, we're back to it there. Yeah, I know. I was getting a battering, David, but it was on... Some twit set the emulation on 200%. Who was that? I bet it was me. I bet it was me. What's it doing on 200%? There we go. So those digitalised voices, John, were very chipmunky because I had it set at 200%. Come on, Robo. Yeah. Hello, Richard. Right, so here we go. It doesn't look like I'm going to do very well on this, does it? So we might go in with the poke. If you've completed this game, then comment below. It's a game I play mainly on the Commodore Amiga. Oh no. Cops don't like me, so I don't like cops, said Clarence Moniger. The first Robocop was much the best, wasn't it, with Dick Jones? Oh, look at this. There we go, come on. I am taking a battering. In practice, I wasn't this bad. Let's blame my brother. You completed it back in the day, did you? And you finished it as well, Jason. Oh, well done. What's the tactics? The tactics is don't be rubbish. That's the tactics. Do. Why isn't it? It's not playing the Robocop music though, is it? It's playing something else. Maybe you should just keep moving. Is that the trick? It's very monochrome, like a lot of the ZX Spectrum games were, but I forgive it for that. That's okay. Boom. Thank you, David. I try and keep you entertained. As I say, we all lead quite stressful lives, and it's a question of kicking back and forgetting about everyday life and just having a bit of a laugh. So thank you for joining me once again, everyone. I do appreciate that. I know some of you might not be able to stay for the whole stream as Robo dies. But yes. People will come and go, but as long as you see a bit of it. Right, so, you might see the screen pause a bit. I'm going to put in a poke, because quite clearly, I'm not very good at this game. Right, I have written a poke down. This is on the 128K, if you was wondering. As you wait patiently, I'm putting in a poke here from the emulator. It's 33261 and then 195. And then hopefully everything will be good. If not, we'll go to Mazie Axe. Right. Dun 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 dun. Perhaps I should try this on joystick, maybe. That might be best. Now, Robocop was by Ocean in 1988, but I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you? Right. So let's go for Kempston joystick. Let's just check. It's going to pause a bit. Let's just check my joystick's on, which it is. Right, so, Kempston joystick for the win. So you might hear a bit of clicking. That will be just the joystick. And on, and Ariston. Yes, Jason, I humbly agree. So he doesn't sound like a chipmunk now. Uphold the law. Yeah, good old Robo. We need him now, really, to make sure people keep the 2 metre distances and all that sort of stuff. Right, so I might die quickly. I might still have a bit longer here. Yeah, joystick for the win. Oh my god, get down, Robo. That's not like a dance recommendation. Get down. I just want to make him jump. I don't think you can do, is it? Show us your hat. Well, if my internet speed gets a bit quicker, then I'll be picture in picture. But at the moment, it's hopeless. We're watching this on 360p, which is the best my computer can manage at the moment. My strength is going down, isn't it, a bit? I don't think this poke's working. La 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 la. Oh no. Robo's taking a hell of a kick in here. Oh no. Who gave me this poke? Let's check the pokes again here. Let's see. So it was 33261 and then 1 oh look, I put it in wrong, I think. I put the poke in wrong. What a nincompoop. Let's alter this again then. Let's put the poke in again. They say cheaters never prosper, but they're never doing a live stream, are they? Right. There we go. 1 to 5. Right. Hopefully it might work. It might not. If not, we'll dig cop. It might work. It might not. If not, we'll go back to Mazie Axe. No, this cheat's not working, is it? Curses blast. Curses blast. So it might be a very quick look at Robo then, because my skills won't let me get all the way through here. What is your favourite Robocop film? For me, it's just the first one, really. Second one isn't so bad. Hi, Francesco. I hope you're doing well. You currently see me failing to get a cheat to work on Robocop. Robo. I'm progressing hardly anywhere on this. Right, that's further than I got last time by my old low standards. If you are Robocop, comment in the comments section. Oh man. There must be a variation. There must be a variation of this poke. Let's try and look up something else online. Let's try another one then. I got this poke off a site called World of Spectrum, and quite clearly they don't know what they're talking about. Bomb, 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 bomb. Where's Lewis when you need her? Or Ed209? I don't know if you've seen the the trailer for the Mortal Kombat DLC that's just come out. You can actually be Robocop. You seem to be friends with Ed209 on that one. Right, come on, Robo. This is our last chance to get the poke work. Die, 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 you hoodlums. Not you, the hoodlums in this. OCP. No, look at that. Oh dear. I'm sure when I review this properly, I got the cheat to work. Let's just have one last go then. Retro cop. That's a good thing. Yeah. Dodgy Dave. I bet it was. Yeah, that World of Spectrum site. Good. Yeah. Right. Perhaps it's a version which isn't the normal version, perhaps. But this isn't a bad thing, I suppose. We'll probably look at Mazie Axe, but yes. I've looked at quite a few Robocop games on the Amiga, especially the Mega Drive as well. I don't know if you've seen Terminator versus Robocop. Do you need a haircut, Rosie? Is that what's going on? I think we'll ditch Robocop here because quite clearly he's not playing ball in the poke game. So we might have to put in something different at some sort of point. Now, Mazie Axe is a tricky one to get to load. I need to get it in 48K first of all, right? Now, you're going to see that it doesn't actually load properly first of all, but don't worry because then I'm going to do something. You might see when it loads here that it just says Mazie Axe bytes, Mazie Axe bytes, Mazie Axe bytes. It's one of those games where you have to type in load and ... code. Do you remember those games, the load ... code ones? Now, how do I do this on my modern day keyboard? I don't know. So load ... then I need to make it go into extended mode, which how do I do that? There we go. Oh no, that's not doing it. It's Shift and Alt, I think. There we go. And then I do I like that. There we go. This is good coding, isn't it? There. And then we do that. There we go. Mazie Axe. Yes, extended mode. Yeah, I've got it, James. There we go. I've got it. Solomon's Key. Now, I've got that on the list to have a look at. I have got that list to have a good at. Let's see if joystick works here. G for Kempston joystick. Now, Mazie Axe is a class game. If I can remember how to do it. B start, seek right, B to start. We don't need to read the instructions because I'll tell you what to do. I haven't got move either. Let's get that one. Maze is being created in Adventure 1. Right. So you control this stick man. It's a little bit jerky, right? So the idea is you must find the treasure in this maze. There's stuff that will do your health here. And there's enemy spider type alien things which you can use one sword each time to fight, and occasionally you'll see like hostages like in that blue thing up there, and they'll tell you a bit of the route to get the treasure, right? He says the treasure is down here in this yellow thing, right? Okay, so let's try and find the treasure. Oops, I've got this thing on the, let's get that arrow off the screen, there we go. So hello, we can't rescue you unfortunately, we've got treasure to find. Right, okay, right, now. So when the guy shows you the way, it only stays on the screen for a limited amount of time, but you can keep going to show any of them, right? Right, okay. Bruce Lee, that's a good one. That's fine. I could cue that up for next time, I think. I'm not sure if I've got that on the computer or not. So I've defeated one alien here, but I haven't got a sword, so I might lose. Oh no. Hey Jason, good to see you, mate, as I'm getting killed by an alien, but I managed to beat him. I need to get another sword here, or I'll get taken apart. There's one. There's aliens everywhere in this one. Right, come on. They could be red strawberries. Right, show me the way, sir. Right. I need to get another sword, or else I'm going to get eaten alive by stuff. Oh, I don't like the way this maze is generated at all. Oh, hello, right, okay. Oh, they're all over me. There's two down there. I'm going to get eaten here. Come on, Nick, you can do this. Amazing sounds in this thing. Oh, I've been eaten. I've been eaten like a big eaten-y thing. Ugh. Huge strawberries. Beep, 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 beep. So, pity about Robocop, but what a terrible way to go in the maze of doom. Right, Don Priestley done this one. Also responsible for big sprite games like Trapdoor and Flunky and various other ones. Gregory loses his clock as well. So we'll have a few goes on this one. I haven't got a poke for Mazie Axe. The Robocop poke didn't work. The Alien Neoplasma Pole, I've tried to get hold of that. I don't think that's downloadable anywhere, is it, apart from the site? And I did have a look at it, and it seemed like you need to put your email address in or something. So I might need to have another look at that. So you had to get a key or something like that. Something like that anyway. Right, now hopefully this way through on Mazie Axe we're generating a easier maze. But yeah, Alien Neoplasma does look good. I do want to review that. So we're almost through the week, aren't we really? We get to Wednesday, we get halfway through, and then it's cruising to the weekend. It's taken a while to generate this map. What gives? Right, okay, so we're back again. We're back in time, kicking bottom. Oh, what's that? That thing can die. Now, you're never going to get the same map twice. Human Killing Machine, was that out on the Spectrum, that one, Stephen? Or 7? I don't know. Well, we could try and track that down. It's not on the list. I don't remember that one. Who's that one by? Right, keep going. Right. Yeah, I would like to get Alien Neoplasm. Right, okay, so this looks like a better route here. There doesn't seem to be too many monsters in the way this time. Whoops. Sir, show me the way. It's that way. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the brick road. It is quite difficult. You're right, Francesco. It is quite right. Especially if you run out of weapons. Oh, look at that. See, look. I just want a sword somewhere. Oh no, look at this. Oh, now I'm being trapped in by this thing. Oh, I just want that sword. Oh, leave me alone, as Michael Jackson once sang. But I don't think he had this game in mind when he was singing it. It's a Spectrum one, is it? Good. Human Killing Machine. I'll have to get that on the note. R.I.P. That's something you don't want to see. This could do with the camera being less zoomed in. Really? It's just a normal window, really. It isn't zoomed in at all. I could try and make it artificially smaller. Oh, you mean the game itself? Oh, the game itself. Okay, that's fine. I don't know. I think links go into spam straight away. I don't think there's a way around it. But if you type in, if you go to the website Spectrum Computing and type in Alien Neoplasma, it does give you a link to the actual place. I think so. So let's see if we can get this treasure on here. We're bound to be able to do it, are we? I don't know. Right. Mazie Axe. After this one, we'll have a go at PSSST, which is you control Robbie the Robot, don't you? Place gold here, where I'd like to. Right, now, hopefully we can do this term. What's your favourite maze game? There's a few out there, isn't there? Right. Bomb. Oh, look, 2 at the same time. I mean, that's just horrendous. Let's get out of here. Ugh. I'm not sure if Mazie Axe was on the Amstrad CPC. I hope it was. Oh man, I'm getting RIP to death here. Well, you don't watch this channel for the quality of the gameplay, that's for sure. The strawberries, James, I think the strawberries up your stamina or strength, I think so. Or they might just be strawberries. I definitely need this with a poke on, don't I? Why didn't I get a poke? Okay, so people that have arrived at the stream late, you've seen me get my head killed in Robocop. Now you're seeing getting my butt kicked also in Mazie Axe. I might be good at a game at some point, or maybe I'll have to default. I might have to default to Stunt Car Racer, which I know I'm pretty good at, or Jet Set Willy, or Manic Miner. Right, maze being created again. Right, gold there this time. Let's see this fella. Show me the way. He says the way is this way. Is this the way to Amarillo? It's probably a way to a monster, I would imagine. I don't want to get 2 monsters in a row. Up. Don't hang around. Just keep moving, as S Club 7 said. Just keep on moving. Oh, look, there's 3 of them up there. Right, and we're getting in a different direction. I don't mind taking one on at a time. It's when you get a big group of them. Postman Pat isn't a relaxing game. That music makes you go crazy. Or I suppose it did on the did on the Amiga version anyway. Postman Pat and his tragic cat. Yeah. Right, okay. Yeah, I think if you press V, it gives you the map, I think. I should be able to take that thing. Is it V for the map? Yeah, V's the map, right? So there we are. Right, if you can see the treasure there, well done, yo. How do we get out of here? There we go, out of there like that, right? Oh. Right, another sword. You can only use a sword once against each enemy, and then it's Doomsville. Postman Pat 2. Postman Pat 3, that was interesting, wasn't it? I need someone to guide me now. This way. Let's get that, just in case. So I think my health, I've just tweeted it, my health is in that, is it that bar in the left? It does go up the top there when I hit a strawberry, doesn't it? So every time we make a move, our strength goes down, it seems. So those strawberries are mightily important. And we do take a bit of a health hit when we fight these things. Right, okay. Hall of Things. I might have to look at that one as well then. Oh no. Count Duck. Yeah, that's right, Pum Pum. Count Duckler was a great cartoon. Did it work as a game? No, siree, Bob. It didn't. It didn't. Look, I'm not doing very well. I can find the trend right. Just like I said the last time, I won't let you down. This is Mazie Axe by DK Tronics in 1983. All the games this time round are either from 1983 or 1988, or the planned ones anyway. In 1983, I was 9. That's it. I worked it out. Right. If you've ever been in a maze, surrounded by aliens trying to find treasure, then let me know in the comment section, because that's why I love you. Right. Okay. Right, we're going to do it this time. We're going to complete the entire game. It'd be a lot easier if those aliens weren't there, wouldn't it, really? Right. He's going to show me the way. The way is round here. It's not the smoothest of animations in the world, we'd have to say, but we can let it go for 1983, can't we? Right, round here. I know I'm going to run into trouble then. Yeah, a bigger nightmare game, that would have been good. So many games. I mean, I've reviewed. Well, I think the next stop is 700 games reviewed in total on the channel. We're a little way off that yet, but that'll be the next stop-off point. And you know, there's so many games I haven't even had a chance to cover yet. It's incredible. Well, that's a dead end there. Right, strawberry. Strawberry. There's 2 aliens, right? That other one better buzz off pronto, or there's gonna be trouble. Yeah. It didn't buzz off, did he? Alien Syndrome. I've been RIP'd again, which isn't good, right? Rightio. So there was Mazie Axe. So hopefully I've told you all about how to be successful on that one. So it looks like we're going through the games a bit quicker than I would have thought. So let's go to try and find Robbie the Robot. 16K Spectrum. Those were the days. My mouse would work. Right. Let's get that in there. So how's your week going? You doing okay? Let me know, because as I say, we're trying to ease stress here. Every so often we go through bad stages in life, but we can get through them if we just talk and get together and all that sort of stuff. And what could be more relaxing than being a robot and watering your plant to try and make it grow, and then playing a lovely little tune at the end. So if you got 16K, I don't know what you can do with 16K now. You certainly can't do VR with 16K. But let's see what 16K could do in 1983. Ultimate, great publisher, weren't they? Ultimate back in the day. So spray the bugs. Let's get that arrow off the screen. So Robbie will generate, and I do know from my knowledge we need to get this blue thing there. So there'll be different bugs for different sprays. Get off the plant, you two. Oh, I put that there. I can get, well, fertilizer. Oh, it's just a question of getting this thing to grow. Right, okay. I don't know. I'm not sure what 16k can do now. Yeah, it's right. Get off the plant, you bugs. Bugs Bunny. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm glad the sound worked straight away. Had no problems there. We seem to be back into the stream there. If you're watching the stream and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, because that is really, really helpful. We've got the Twitter stream a little bit more active if you're on there as well. Not sure how long I can keep that up, but I will do that. Putting pictures up of various games and short clips and all that sort of stuff. It looks like a day in your garden, does it, Julie? Well, your garden looks pretty dangerous, you know. But I've seen the pictures of your garden. The pictures, it looks actually delightful. There don't seem to be any aliens around the place. Right, this in VR, I don't know if that would actually happen. But I think we got level 1 covered here. Pretty got level covered. So you're going to see me actually doing something. Yeah, I mean, a ZX Spectrum VR emulator in 8-bit, that scares me a little bit. Tune! Now, it gets a little bit tricky now, because we need 2 different types of trays, depending on what bugs we got, and I don't know what does what. Right, that red one, yeah. But the other bugs will turn up as well, I think. Right, so those worms require the blue can. Yeah, and anything wrong will just freeze them. Let's get this here. Yeah, I'm not very good at multitasking, doing 2 things at the same time. So this is gonna test me. Let's put that. If you hit any of the bugs, of course, you will die. And my chrysanthemum, whatever it's called, is now struggling to grow. These bugs will nibble away at it and hinder its growth. Right, now it's gradually growing very, very slowly. Right, let's get that here, get that here. It just got a leaf then and those twits ate it. Get out the way. Oh God, get out the way, you. And you. So you can tell, once you've got about 4 or 5 bugs, the game's going to get a little bit tricky. If I can do 2 stages here, I'll be quite good. I think the secret is only shoot the bugs when you've got to, and keep the different cans nice and close. I don't like the look of him. Get off my plant, you. I think maybe a fence would have been better, wouldn't it? Or some kind of netting, perhaps, would have worked better. Yeah, let's put that back there. Yeah, if it had a coloured background, it would be a struggle. I think. Yay! Spectrum games were hard. I'm glad you said that, and I quite often make it seem so. You will get walkthroughs on YouTube, but my stuff, as you know, is waltz and all, really. As we know, it's about seeing the game, how it would have played on your first and second go, because we weren't necessarily experts, were we? Yeah, would you have played it again? So now we need 3 cans. 3 cans. Yeah. This plant's taken a bit of a pounding now. I think if it gets completely eaten, it's Doomsville for everyone involved. Oh man, look at that. It's down on its stump. If you hit the bug with the wrong thing, it will just freeze it instead, which could help. I don't know how many levels this game's got. How many levels has this game got? Oh. Oh dear. Right, let's get some grow bag or something like that. Oh, I've died. Your plant has been eaten. Well, that's not good, is it? No one likes an eaten plant. Unless it's from, I don't know. Right. Yeah, this I think it's stage 3 is when it starts getting a little bit too tricky for me. It's a little bit too tricky. What we'll do for the live stream next week, I think, is try and check out that poke for Robocop. Because I would like to get all the way through that. That would be quite cool. But perhaps we'll go through Wet Le Mans instead today. Get off my plant. Oh God. Is it Robot Plant? Maybe. Yeah, quite amusing, these games. You won't see anything quite like this, Francesco. Again, Cookie is another good game. That is a good shout. Ultimate did some great games, didn't they, really? Well done, Ultimate. Right, if the same bug kept going off, why doesn't some manufacturer produce a spray that you know, that can kill everything? Yeah, hello, it's much more. Lunar Crabs, that is, I will be looking at that a little bit later on by Micro Amiga, all going well. Let's put that back in there. Boom, right, okay. So, if you mention a game in the chat thing, I will try and remember it, as I did yesterday. The aim is to do a live stream Monday, and then one Tuesday. Haven't thought about the rest of the week yet, just see how this goes first of all. There was a lot of generosity yesterday, which gave me a hope going forward, so thank you for that. Right, let's go through here. But all the games will continue to be free on the channel, whether they're live streams or recorded. If you want to be a member on the channel, that would help me out, get a few extra perks there, but don't feel that you have to. Have a look at the join button after this video, and then it shows you a bit more about it, about committing yourself. Hooray! Right. Spray. Oh man, come on. Stick that in there. I would like to have a look at the Monty games on a live stream, and maybe also the Dizzy games as well. But you need to know what you're doing on those, don't you? Really, so it's not mindless play. Good. Okay, so because I'm glancing at the comments and playing the game at the same time, so I can't see how many people are in the chat. I think the record so far is 40. So if it goes above that, then hooray for that. Okay, right. Right. It could be a it could be a demented owl, David. Yeah, perhaps that's what they wanted. Perhaps they was designing an owl and it all went wrong, and they said, "Oh, just call it a robot." That's probably what they did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a very odd robot. It's a gardening robot. Who are we to know? Yeah. I mean, the isometric games by Ultimate Jason, I thought they were clever, but I found them a little bit tricky. I prefer the 2D ones like Acid Attack and so forth. A few people tried to copy them, didn't they? The 3D ones. Ocean, they went with Batman, was 3D. I think Head Over Heels was by Ocean as well, wasn't it? There too. 30 at the moment. Okay, well that's about average. So I am quite new to it. I have to keep reminding myself. This is the only 4th one we've done, and it is a different dynamic to sitting in a room recording stuff and editing stuff to doing it absolutely live. Because if I do go wrong, then I know I can edit it or put some sound over the top. Anything like that. This is just live interaction, so you just pretty much see it as it happens, really. And I think my plant's going to get eaten again, isn't it? Right. But yeah, if you're run a garden centre, then please produce a multi-insect spray. I mean, you wouldn't buy different sprays for different stuff, would you? Really? As I go on to my last life. Oh. Right, okay, so tomorrow there will be a game going up on the channel, a pre-recorded one, and that will be a homebrew, so look out for that, and the plants got eaten very, very quickly then. Rebel Star, I'm not sure if I completed that or not, or played it or not. I think the game does sound familiar, but I don't think I have. I've played Star Strike and Star Strike 2, is it a bit like that? Yeah, I'm struggling. Oh, this plant's going to get eaten, isn't it? Look at that colour clash on that plant, and it's gone. Okay, game over, player 1. Play, go. Right there. I sounded a bit like that Malcolm person then from Jurassic Park there. So we will have a go of WEC Le Mans. I don't know if you're into your racing games, but there was quite a few good ones. I think my favourite one would have to be, I think, Super Hang On. That was quite good. And I liked Enduro Racer as well. That was quite a good game. Reviewed Outrun on the channel quite recently. Great music on that one, but it wasn't particularly playing well. Jack the Nipper is another game that I need to have a look at some point, Rosie. It's a bit like Laser Squad, is it, James? Well, maybe you have to queue that up. School Days, Stuart, that is something that we could look at. I mean, I reviewed it quite a long time ago in the channel. That would make a good live stream, wouldn't it? School Days. I'd have to have a cheat on for Infinite Lives or something like that. So we need to get this in 128k mode first of all. So let's do that. I'll have one go first of all to try and get it to do any distance on it, And then I might put a poke on. So let's load Wek Le Mans, or Le Mans. I always just call it Le Mans as a kid. I sometimes still do, but it's French, isn't it? It's an endurance race. I think it's supposed to last 48 hours, but we won't do 48 hours. Right, so I think we need to define some keys on this. Quite good music. Army Moves, that's a good game as well. Turbo Esprit I always found a little bit tricky. I didn't think that the view rate was that good. Right, define keys. That's what we want to do. Left, that will be O. Right is P. Brake is A. Accelerate is Q. Change here space. That's what we'll do. Right, and hopefully I won't forget those. You remind me. There if I forget. Right. Right, I'm scared already. Up the gear. Of course, it's been quite some time since I played this. So can I get through there? No, you can't get through there, Nicky. Right, so you see my gears are in the bottom left. The time's ticking down in the middle. We don't want to run out of time. Oh man, it sounds like someone's blowing a raspberry behind me. Is that one of you? But it's still a good game. I need to find my way. How do I get through this mob? Oh man, this is traffic. I'll go around the inside. No. This mob are driving me crazy. How'd you get through here? Oops. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the Sinclair joystick and the Kempston one behave quite differently. Sometimes they had an option of quick shot as well, didn't they? Really. Right, up into top gear. Let's go. Does this sound like a Le Mans car? I'm sure it does. I'm running out of time here. We need to find the checkpoint quite quickly, but this is a long straight. Hooray! Right, that was a bit lucky. Right, that's good. I cut through him. We're zipping through the traffic now like an expert. Maybe I am getting better at this thing. Now, I'm struggling now to look at the comments because I take my eye off the road. It's disaster time. But you can still type in your advice for me if you want. It moves quite quick, this, doesn't it? It's got a good frame rate. Didn't play it a lot back in the day because I didn't own it. But you know, there's a lot of play on this. Oh, I could be playing it for quite some time, I think. How many stages has this thing got on it? Oh. You might hear it. Well, that was a beat. I think I got an email. I forgot to turn that off. So you might have heard a beat there. Oh. There we go. So. Going round. I broke quite a lot of joysticks, but only on the waggling games, which was sort of like Hyper Sports and also Daily Thompson Decathlon, wasn't it? That was a waggly one. But I didn't seem to break them on anything else. Seemed to be okay there. Oh man, I'm crashing into the thing. If Outrun had been like this has been quite good, really. Mark, I would answer your question, Mark. I'd like to do other games, but at the moment, my internet speed is so slow. I think I can only upload in 360p. We could have a go at the Amiga, but I'm worried that it might be a little bit too blurry and there might be a bit of lag. But we can certainly have a go on a testing thing, maybe do an hour test or something, see what everyone thinks about that. Continental Circus is a good game. It's a good game. Time stops when you crash, that's helpful. Actually, let's pause it and put in a poke. We're going to put in a poke, so you might see that it pauses in a moment because I want to get to the end. And hopefully it works better than that poke we put it in on Robocop. Okay, right. So maybe we should go back into Robocop at the end, time permitting, and see if we can get that poke to work. Right. So put that in there. Put that in there. Now I don't know what this poke does, but I presume it's infinite everything, or it might not work. Right. Okay. Up into high gear. Walk through, maybe. Who is the WEC Le Mans champion at the moment? I know nothing about nothing. The time's still going down, so it makes me think this poke hasn't worked again. Maybe when it gets to 0, we'll still be in business, perhaps. Right, start in low gear, accelerate, and then we'll get into high gear. Oh. So this is going to be the thing of the game, isn't it, really? If it gets to 0, we still continue going on. We're going forward. The wasp is still in the back of the car doing its waspy thing. Maybe I should open a window to let it out. What's oh, look at that. I hit that by the narrowest of margin. Referee. Yeah, I'll have to make a note to look at Continental Circus as well. Right, extended play. Right, we've got through 2. Was that first stage? I'm getting my goes mixed up now. God, there's a lot of traffic here. In Le Mans 24 hours, they're never this close together, are they? That's a good bit of driving. Hooray! So if you want to sign me up for the Le Mans 24-hour rally, I'm available on the basis of this. It is moving very, very fast, and I do like a game. I do like a game with a good bit of undulation in it. And this game has got undulation, hasn't it, really? Also, it's good to have the car in blue, different colour from the other cars that we as well. Get this on the outside, maybe. Oh, no. Tried to get it on the outside, but that's too much. That's too much on the outside. Yeah, I think they're all right, Julie. I think there's an insect in the car. We can hear the insect. Where's Robbie the Robot? Oh, my God. There's Robbie the Robot when he's needed. Right, let's go past this thing. Whee. Right, now I think my time's going to run out here, so this is when we're going to see if the poke's going to work or not. 2 seconds. Oh look, it's gone back up to. I think the pokes work, folks. You might have noticed something went a bit funny there. Right, so we're gonna get to the end of the 24-hour rally. I think I prefer this to. I think I prefer Stunt Car Racer to this Chrono, but perhaps I haven't played it a lot. Stunt Car Racer, it's one where rewards you the better you get at it, and maybe this is something a bit like this. But it's another one of those ones that maybe they could do a remake of that. That might be quite good. But I'm glad the poke's working. How many stages has this got? I'm worried that we might be here for 24 hours, which obviously we don't want to commit that much time to it. There we go. Let's get round this twit. Oh my god. I just went on to the grass. You can't beat a good poke, Jason. You can't beat a good poke. I think before this is over, we might jump back into Robocop to see if we can get that poke to work. Because it'd be good to see the stages. I'm not promising. I don't know how long it takes to complete Robocop. Ow. Baby, you can drive my car if there's anything left of it. Sang of the Beatles, I think. Go, 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 right. So, you know, most cars have more than 2 gears. Even the car on Checkered Flag did have, but that doesn't take away the game. Lap 2! Oh no. Someone in chat, how many laps do we have to do? Not 1,000,005, please, not 1,000,005. Thanks, Mark. Much appreciated, much appreciated. I'm glancing at the comments and picking ones out I can see. But yeah, I'd love, to be honest with you, that's the aim. I'd love to do Amiga stuff. We could look at Lotus, Stunt Car Racer, all the great, Speedball 2. I'd love to do Mega Drive games as well. But if this takes off, because at the end of the day, it's all about how much revenue I'm getting the channel, because I don't want to pay for an upgraded internet subscription that I can't afford later down the line. It's all a question of how much this takes off. If it does take off, then great. But I'm trying to get better all the time. Good. Right, let's get round here. Buzz Racing. You're quite right. It'd be good to do some PlayStations as well, wouldn't it? Like Rocket League and all that sort of stuff. Oh man, what's going on there? 52,850. Is that the amount of laps we've got to do? You never got past the first lap, right? Okay. I got a funny feeling that it might be endless laps for 24 hours. Now, this isn't on the 48k. This is on the 128. If you had it on a 48k, which I think it was available on the 48k, by the time you've done 10 laps, everything would be gone, wouldn't it? Yeah. I have just recently downloaded a Nintendo 64 emulator. I don't know if I can say that out loud, but I have. So I have to test that out. I wouldn't mind having a look at. I don't know. It's called Pod Racing, is it? It might be called Episode 1, I think. But I would like to look at that pod racing game. Is it like the arcades, but then putting less money in, I suppose? Oh god, it's very tricky, this game. It's very, very tricky, this game. I think what we do is, because I think I put in the wrong poke before, we will dip back into Robocop. You might have seen earlier on we had it on 200%, because this is an emulator, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. But we'll put it on normal speed and have a look then. The arcade was 4 to 5 laps. What are we on, lap 2? Should we go round for 4 or 5 laps, see what it does? I'm pretty good at spinning. As Anakin Skywalker said, spinning, that's a good trick, before he turned into that nasty Darth Vader. He made a few bad choices, him. Right. But he was recently voted as the most iconic villain of all time, even ahead of that kid out of Home Alone. So he's pretty evil stuff. 12 minutes, I don't know I can adapt. Yeah, Cobra GT! Cobra GT is a good one as well, so that is it. That is a pretty good game. That is a pretty good game. Okay, right. So what we'll do, I'm going to have another go. I'm going to have another go at Robocop. Not to get confused with Robocod, of course, which was on the ZX Spectrum there. Yeah. See you, Rosie. Thank you for dropping by there. Hope your mum has a happy birthday. So you're welcome. You're most welcome there. So we keep doing that. There is a message come up, held for review. I don't know why. Sometimes it might have a link on it or a naughty word, perhaps, but I do not know. So apologies there. So let's go back into Robocop that we had first of all. Let's put a poke in. Hopefully it works. If it don't work, we won't hang around. We won't hang around here. So you might see it goes a bit silent for a while while I'm trying to put the poke in or getting my mouse to work. Oh, my mouse has stopped working. Right, let's go on to mouse B. Right, mouse B. I've got another mouse here. Right, so God, you do learn to move. You do learn to move quick when stuff goes wrong. Right, enter poke. We'll do that. Right, let's put it in correctly this time. Right, so the Robocop, when I controlled it at the start of the live stream, wasn't moving at the greatest of speeds. Hopefully, he moves a little bit better now that the computer is warmed up. You never know. You never know. So the poke might work. It might not work. If it does work, then we're going to take on Dick Jones, who's the head of OCP. Well, sort of, but he's a bit of a nasty chap, isn't he? Really, right? Right. Okay. Bubble Bobble is a good game. Wipeout was released. Was it on the Nintendo 64? I'll have to check that one out then. So that'd be quite good. That'd be quite good. Right. So you'll hear the music start in a moment if you haven't already. Ed 209's on the highest score chart. Let's go for Kempston joystick. Right, now, let's see if Robocop dies as quickly as last time.
Uphold the law.
Uphold the law. And the fourth one is classified. As we all know, it don't apprehend anyone that works for OCP. Right, so, let's see if I die quickly as last time. Dun 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 dun. Take that, you lot. Right. Oh, the strength's not going down. Ha ha ha! These guys think they've got Robocop corners because he took a placing last time, but he's been in the training room and now he's coming to kick bottom. And that's about as rude as I get on this channel. I'm a non-swearer. I do say the occasional word nincompoop. It is bad hit detection because I'm getting hit all over the place, and I'm not going to die because we got a poke on for everything. Duh, 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 duh. I wish you could play as Ed 209, I really do. I have to admit though, it's not moving great this. I prefer the Amiga version. Oh, look at this. I mean, how'd you get through this? Looks like a very tricky game indeed, as that bloke comes up with a chainsaw. Who's the first boss? It's someone in a van, isn't it? Yeah, the poke is working, Francesco. Hooray! And now we're going to clean up Old Town Detroit. OCP. OCP. Your move, sheep. Or things he sort of like said. So many great catchphrases from Robocop, wasn't there really? I'm glad the poke's working. Take that, you. As he falls out of a window. I quite liked Robocop 2, of course, when they was going after Luke. I don't know why the police wanted to make another Robocop, but then put the brain of a villain in there. That's just silly. You don't wanna watch Robocop 3. Well, you could do for a laugh, I suppose. Pokes for life, Obed. You're quite right. I think I would have died quite a lot by now. These gangsters are wondering what's happening here. Robocop is invincible. Oh, well, I need to pick up some more weapons for stuff. But to be honest with you, a punch in the face from Robocop, yeah. Right. Yeah, it does stick to the movies, doesn't it, really? I think when they gave Robocop a jetpack in Robocop 3, I think it started losing something for me. And there was a TV series as well, wasn't there? Have you seen the TV series? 25 minutes to do this, does it? Oh, right, well, when me playing, it's probably a bit longer, but we're here for a couple of hours anyway. Well, we've already done about 48 minutes. Oh, there he goes. We've already done about 40 minutes. That boy went quick. Right, bomb, 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 bomb. Boom, 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 boom. Right, now, target practice, I think. Don't want to kill the woman. Oh, no, I'm feeling the pressure here. I'm under pressure. In the movie, he just shot through her dress, didn't he? Oh, no. Why isn't he dying, this fella? Oh, I think I killed the... Oh, well, I killed the woman, but we might as well kill him now as well. Yeah, I do like a ZX Spectrum game with a good bit of speech in it. That's what we like to see. Right, now, there's a guy on it aiming a hose at me. See, I don't know why these messages are being held to review. I need to look at that, I think. Right. It's either... I don't know why. Maybe I've got it set up too high. I know links go there. Right. Show him... Yeah, okay, right. I think that's from Jason. I don't know what you said. Right. Balls of steel. Shoot through the dress. I should have shot through the dress. That's fine. Yeah. Peter Weller, Francesco. We did need Peter Weller as Robocop, didn't we? I think that's when it lost it. It lost a bit there. These hoodlums. I don't remember anything where motorbikes were coming at me as well. If this was remade on the next, really, or got a homebrew treatment, is that all you said, Balls? Why is Jason? Why is YouTube blocking that? I do not understand. That's just crazy stuff. But anyway, YouTube is sometimes a law unto themselves. We'll just go through Detroit, really, cleaning up the mess. Yeah, you're probably right there, Paul. Yeah, well, you are right, aren't you? There was never a Robocop 4. There was that remake, of course, which I thought was interesting, but I didn't really like it, really. Did anyone like that remake of Robocop? It was too human, really. Yeah. YouTube censoring. We've got our gun back, but they're not censoring Robocop, so that's quite good. YouTube aren't a fan if blood gets spilt everywhere, but this is all 8-bit pixel fun, where people just vanish when they get shot, a bit like a Jedi. Right. The TV series was a little bit cheesy. It's a bit of a lower budget. I don't think I watched too many of them, but again, it wasn't Weller playing Robocop, so you know, a lot of it was lost because you did feel that you was on a journey, didn't you, with Murphy? Blue Mancuba. Well, there we go. I thought that was a dance move. Man. I mean, I don't think anyone that completed this game back in the day legitimately, well done to you. It isn't moving great. It's responding quite slowly. I'm desperate to try and get Robo to jump, but there is nothing like it as a jump button. Right. I can't seem to go right now for some reason. It's forcing me to go back the way I came. Is this normal? This doesn't look normal to me. Or maybe I need to go through that door. Or maybe it's gone wrong. Why can't I go that direction? Maybe my finger's broken. Look, if anyone's completed this, why can't I go right? There's something a bit funny going on here. Back the way we came then. I'm sure this isn't the right thing to do. In these scrollers, you always go right, don't you? You never go back left again. That's just crazy talk. No, it's not letting me. Why? Perhaps we won't do a complete walkthrough after all. Okay. Let's go through here. It does seem a bit unnatural walking in this direction. I'm bugged, am I? Oh, Paul, I'm bugged. Oh, it didn't want me to do the poke, did it? It didn't want me to do the poke. Crazy stuff. Maybe if I deactivate the joystick and back again, maybe that would work. Deactivate joystick. Joystick back on again. Oh, now is nothing working. Crazy talk. Let's put the joystick in and out. You might hear a bit of beeping as I try and put it into a different port. But I think it knew that I was cheating, so it jumped in to try and halter my. Oh, it stopped in to halter my progress. Oh, I don't think I'm destined to complete this one. Yeah, I thought you were, go right, and now Robo is just sitting there minding his own business. Oh. He's doing some meditation. You're quite right. Well, I think we need to go out of here. But I would have completed the game. It would have taken us about 25 minutes, wouldn't it? Really. The Spectrum knows what I'm up to. It knows what I'm up to. Hopefully the joystick hasn't broken. So let's dive into a bit more retro fun then, and let's try and get Lunar Crabs out of the box. And it's always good to get Lunar Crabs out of the box as we leave Yoga Cop on his own. So let's get this into 48K mode. Here's a program for you. It's one of my faves. Border 2. Yeah, lesson learned in cheating, David. Cheaters never prosper unless they own a time machine, but that went a bit wrong on Back to the Future Part 2, didn't it, really? Things went a bit wrong there. But if you can travel to the future and get your lottery numbers without getting the sports almanac, then you can certainly come back again. Right, so this is going to set up a lot of jokes, but let's play Lunar Crabs. If you've got Lunar Crabs, then comment below, right? So it's basically, the joystick isn't involved in this one. It's just 1 and 0 and 9 to fire. And that's it. So what's the story behind this one? It's by Micromedia in 1983. So the story in this one is you've landed on a moon in Saturn to mine precious metals for the human race. And what has happened here instead is you've been attacked by Lunar Crabs because they're not that impressed by you attacking the place, right? Right. Okay. Oh, I'm not hitting any of them, am I? Dun 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 dun. Robocop. No, we've done that game. We've done that game. We're doing something else now. Oh, man. Why? Oh, come on, Nick. Maybe good. Right. I think we need to take him off at the side. Maybe. Don't go in the middle. Outrun Cannonball. Maybe I could have a go at that. There's so many good games, but this is 1983 we're looking at now. 8-bit crazy talk magic. I think we might jump into Stunt Car Racer, doing a bit of a practice because we seem to be making quite a good time here, really. Right. If you've ever been to a moon of Saturn, then comment below. I bet none of you have been to Saturn, have you? I think is Titan, is that a moon of Saturn where there's lakes of methane? So essentially, you could swim in a lake of methane, which is essentially a fart, isn't it? So you might need a shower after doing that. Yeah, I don't think it's going to catch on Earth though. Swimming in methane, it's not the sort of thing you want to do. I read as well that the moon Titan in Saturn is gradually drifting away. So all moons gradually drift away from their planets, but Titan is drifting away 100 times quicker than the moon. Is Titan? I'd have to look it up. I think Titan might be Saturn. You correct me if I'm wrong. Someone's going to be googling that straight away. Titan, Saturn, possibly. I think the 4 moons of Jupiter. I think are Ganymede, Callisto, Io, and Jupiter. Callisto, Ganymede, Io, and Europa, aren't they? They're the 4 main ones, and then all the other ones are sort of like smaller. Io is Jupiter. I think Io is Jupiter because that's a rocky moon, and that's quite close. And the huge gravitational forces crush it, causing it to do lava. I think Io is Jupiter. I think you're making me doubt myself now. Uranus jokes. Right. Okay. Oh look, one lunar crab left, said the doctor. Where's he gone? Where is he? Where is this crab? Who let the crabs out? Ooh. There he is. Oh man, he's fighting evil greens. Oh, there's 2 of them. He's got a friend now. Right. One left. I got a bonus. Oh, now they're out again in false. I think we should try and mine precious metals on a different Saturn moon, I think. Right. Okay. So once again, thank you for people that have dropped by for the live stream that we aim to do on Mondays and Tuesdays. So thank you very much. If you're enjoying the channel, then tell people that you know, so we can get more people here and I can survive and all that sort of stuff. And I don't get eaten by a lunar crab. Mind you though, if I shoot one of these lunar crabs, I wonder what they taste like. I could probably take that home, put it in the microwave, probably get it cooked in about 12 minutes. On the high thing, of course. Right, as I'm in my methane hot tub. Right, Micro Mega. It was, thank you, Francesco. The same people, of course, that did Death Chase, or 3D Death Chase, as it's sometimes called. You never run out of weapons. It's hard to imagine them doing a remake of this one because it's perfect already in its basic. There's only 3 buttons, left and right, and fire, and that's pretty much it really. Back to a time where things were more gentle. Magenta Mountains, yes. I did a good reviewed a homebrew recently called Moon Ranger. Those purple mountains remind me a little bit of that. That's a remake of Moon Alert on the Spectrum, which in turn was a remake of Moon Patrol on the arcade, if you know that game. Well, that's a pretty good game. I do like the basic and simple ones. The first arcade game I ever played was Asteroids. What was the first one that you played? There's a PC remake of this, is there, Moomin? Well, that'd be interesting to see. Might have to track that one down, get the old capture card on it and have a look at it. I've looked at a few PC remakes of classic games. Between Attic Attack, Night Law, Manic Miner, Jet Set Willy. Horoscope Skiing wasn't as good as those ones, but it was still a decent remake. There's a remake of School Days, I think, called Class of '99. So yeah, it's an older remake from about 20 years ago. So that might be interesting to see, but I'm not sure you have to pay money to get that one, perhaps. If you're late into the stream, we're going to go for hopefully about another hour or just under, but it does all get archived and you can see the chat as well if you want to load it a bit later on. Right, okay, Boot Hill, what's that? I haven't heard of Boot Hill. Right, keep going. I think one left. So I seem to be quite decent at this game, but that's because it's quite straightforward and you seem to be quite easy to know what to do at least straight away. Don't get hit by the green stuff, kill the lunar crabs, and then Bob's your auntie. But yeah, I'm going to have to check out my joystick. I don't think, well, that's not a euphemism. I don't think it is broken. I think that Robocop game just didn't like people cheating, and maybe can only get you up to level 2 before something went hideously wrong. So this is it, innit? Take them out on the outside, a bit like Space Invaders. Take them out on the outside and get back in again. As soon as you're in the middle of these, you're in bother. Right. And another bonus for me. Now, the Atari 2600, I have tracked down an emulator for that, so potentially I could do a live stream of Atari 2600, because their graphics are even less detailed than the Spectrum. But I don't know if anyone would watch that. Would you be interested in a live stream for Atari 2600 games? If so, it won't affect the Spectrum stuff, we'll still keep that going. But if so, let me know and we'll see if maybe we can set that up, because they've got some great games like Enduro Racer. I've immediately forgotten all the games, but Enduro Racer was a good one. Well, I think it's just called Enduro actually, not to confuse a very similar motorbike game on the ZX Spectrum of names, to be honest with you. Oh, bam. Come on, take that thing out. Not to dinner, of course, because that'd look a bit strange. Table for 2, please. It's just me and this lunar crab. I don't even know what crabs eat. Thanks, Gumdio. Does anyone else want Atari 2600? I'll see what I can do. It's all about just capturing the window. The basic setup is the same, but I doubt it's going to be too much information that's going to be uploaded. It might even be less information, so it might be a bit quicker. Thanks, Jason. We'll have a look. See if I can get hold of the ROMs. But there was an emulator I was looking at, but haven't actually downloaded it yet. It does look quite fun. It might be called. No, I might be remembering wrong there. Is it called Stella? It might be called Stella. I'm not sure. I have to look that back up again. Yeah, but you know, if we do it, it won't affect the streams Monday and Tuesday. We're doing on ZX Spectrums. It'll be like maybe a shorter one, maybe for an hour or so, maybe at the back end of the week, depending on what's going on. But there seems to be less internet traffic on a Monday and a Tuesday, so my speed stays well as low as it is. On Friday, I'm a little bit worried that it might pick up a little bit. Yeah. You had some bad memories with the Atari 2600, did you, Pum Pum? Well, I don't want to stir up those memories again, but E.T. was a bad one. You have any other bad memories? But it looks such a classic computer, didn't it? A big chunk of wood there. I don't know if any of you have been following the development of the Atari VCS on their Indiegogo site, but you know, I don't know what's going on there. They're supposed to be in production last week after it's supposed to have been released about 2 years ago, but they never give the backers too much information, although there are people that are still confident in the comments section. I just don't know what to think about the thing. I really don't. They went into production about a week ago, and then since that point, the communication about when they expect to receive the units has been a bit low, and they're only supposed to be doing the 500 run at the moment. So check out the Indiegogo site. Type in Atari VCS. Check out the comments there. I'd like to see it come to fruition for the people that backed it, but I can't help thinking that the computer they got, which essentially doesn't feel like a console, I think it's just an enclosed PC, and I think it might run off Windows software. I might be wrong. You know, it might be underpowered. And I wouldn't be surprised if the PS5 come out before it. So you know, they missed the boat a little bit. As we try and attack these Lunar Crabs, all in red. I think each stage of this is exactly the same. They always stay as red crabs. They don't seem a bit different. But it's a shame, isn't it? Because Atari were great back in the day, the original 2600, and I forget the exact numbers. There's a 54 something and a 7 something, but they was absolutely super cool. Right, okay, so there's more and more crabs that come up each time, really. Okay, and I don't think there's any new games. Talking about the Atari VCS again, I don't think there's any new games that have been said for it. And the worry is, even the people that got that, all the games that they're going to record would already be available on Steam. Oh, thank you, Paul. Thank you very much for that. That's great. That does help. It was quite barren, this stream, so thank you very much. That's really appreciated. It all does help. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Paul. Excellent. As we try and take out some more of these crabs here. So let's keep going. You can't destroy your own rocket, which I presume it's your own rocket. I will keep doing what I'm doing. Marvellous stuff. There, thanks again, Paul. Amazing. That does keep me going. That does keep me going. Good. So I think once I've died, I'm doing quite well here. I haven't died for a while. Maybe I'll regenerate like Doctor Who. But after we get through here, we'll have another look at Micromedia games. One we revisited quite recently on the channel as a revisited one, Death Chase. Yes, good. Okie dokie. Oops, right. Yes, I don't know what this green stuff is. I mean, maybe they've got a cold or something like that. Right, come on, keep fine. Hope you're doing okay with the corona. I don't know what the rules are now, whether we can go out or not there. I think if you're on the bus, you have to wear a mask, don't you, if you're on public transport? But I think if you're over a certain age, you don't have to wear a mask, I think. Is that what it is? So I don't know what happens if you're on the bus and you're not wearing a mask, whether you just get kicked off or something like that. That's going to be quite strange. That's going to be quite strange indeedy. Right, so we'll do this stage. I've got lives too. So if I die on this stage, we'll load up Death Chase. If I complete the save, we'll do Death Chase anyway, because we've been here a bit of a while, which is basically quite a straightforward game. We had a look at Jetpack yesterday on the stream. I think on one of the test ones we looked at Commando as well, which could have a look at again. I'm trying to keep the games as different as possible. Two left. This gun never runs out of bullets. Yeah, so I think once you get used to this, initially it's quite hard, but you could be playing it forever. So let's get this reset then, and prepare ourselves for Death Chase, which I always tend to play on joystick first of all, because that obviously I struggle with the keys on that one for every reason. You have your bits, don't you? What you like better. Some games like Jet Set Willy and Manic Miner, I prefer to play that one on the keys. And there's other games where it's just a joystick completely. Another game we might look at in future streams is a Star Strike. There, I mean, if you're liking these streams, we'll see if we can do any more in the week there. But for 2 hours keeps me going for a bit. And then, of course, we might look, yes or no, on the Atari 2600 ones. Good. So, let's load up Death Chase. It is absorbing, Julie. You're quite right there. Quite right. Right, okay. Now, let's have a look here. I won't say no. That's it. I know something in development, but I won't say too much about it. Right, Micro Amiga. It's quite loud, this game. Off we go. Right, so we're gonna do joystick. Okay. Yeah, I play on emulator as well. My ZX Spectrum is in the loft, but it gets so hot. It's just easier there. And to my knowledge, they play pretty much exactly the same. I did J for joystick. Why is that not? I think my joystick might be broken. Oh my goodness! I might have a broken joystick, folks. Or maybe I need to reload. Let's get this horrendous sound off. Okay, so I might have to do it on keys. Right. Right, come on joystick. Let's give it another go. This is a death chase and a half, this one. Right, okay. Right, the screen's gonna blank out, and then it's gonna come back on again. I'm gonna see if I can make my joystick come back into. Oh my god, we're gonna have to go on keys, folks. Disaster. Mind you, it wouldn't be an Njenkin live stream if something didn't go at least wrong. Oh, what? I mean, what are the keys on Death Chase? I don't even know. Right, I'm sure we'll work it out. Keyboard. Right, is it? Quick, someone tell me what the keys are on Death Chase. I'll type in everything. Well, that goes left. That goes right. Joystick is. Oh, 0 accelerates. 9 right. There we go. Right, okay, right. So, I can't slow down. What's fire? I don't know. Oh, why did my joystick blow up? That's all I needed. What's fire? Fire. Yeah, I unplugged the joystick from the PC, Richard. Right. Let's hit all the buttons and hopefully something will fire, or we might go into a tree. Quick, someone look up this. Oh, there we go. Oh man, who be me? What button was that? Accelerate. Oh, why me? Why is this going on? Right, so M. Right, okay, right. You're in for it now. You're in for it now, but I can't slow down. It's like that movie Speed. So if you want a combination of Speed and Death Chase, here it is. Bottom row. Thank you very much. Oh man. I'm gonna have to look at my joystick. So thank you for that donation earlier on, Paul. That might be for a joystick. M's doing the business. I think. Right. Keep going. So this is what it's like when you can't slow down. So you need skills. You need skills here. Which I might not have. Cool, it's difficult on keys, this game. It's very difficult on skis. There isn't any lag today. Well, that's good then. What I did was, I don't know if this helps, but I had my door shut before, so the signal had to go through a door. And also as well, I've turned my iPad off, so I don't know if it's secretly downloading stuff, taking the bandwidth. So that was my thinking. That was my thinking. It seems to have worked, or that might be just an amazing coincidence. Right. Right. Shoot the arrow in the sky. I could get rid of the arrow in the sky. There we go. It's gone. Shooting the arrow in the sky. Oh, look at that. That's not good. That's giving me a headache. Yeah, maybe I can get my PS3 thing to yeah, I do have a PS3 controller. You might be able to configure that with this. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Alright. I think Robocop did us, didn't he, really? Robocop saw us here. But you know computers, don't you? Sometimes a driver might just stop working. And I haven't been given the joystick any seriously bad treatment. So it might be a case that we just need to reload the computer and it'll work again straight away. But obviously I can't reset my computer in the middle of a live stream as we go into night time. I've never been able to shoot one of those tanks in the background. Have you? Have you been able to shoot one of those tanks? Right, okay. Man. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think my joystick's okay, you know. I think it's just a driver went a bit skew with me. That's a technical thing. And once again, I managed not to swear, didn't I? I managed not to swear when that went wrong. Ah, man. I think Robocop was desperate for us not to complete the game. Right, now. Keys on this is not my forte. I think generally I can get to Sector 4 without it going wrong. We're now drifting into Sector 3. There's always whoa. This is getting a bit iffy now. There's always just 2 riders to destroy. They are from rival gangs, I believe, in this apocalyptic world, which we all just pretend it's Star Wars, really, Return of the Jedi. They're in this apocalyptic world, and they're trying to take over our forest that we seem to be planting with more and more trees every day. There's a yellow biker, and there's a blue biker. Comment, what is your favourite biker? I think at night there's a magenta biker. Oh my goodness. Imagine driving a car where you can't brake. Oh god. Did I shoot the helicopter? I didn't notice. I was looking at the keyboard. How many points did I get for shooting the helicopter? 1,000,002. Might have got 1,002 points. Well. We'll have a few more goes. We have a few more goes. Right. If I can hit the 1. Alright, 8 is something. So 9 is accelerate, 8 is decelerate. What was left again? Right, oh man. Leave me alone. Right, okay, right. I mean, a motorbike, if you had a motorbike in real life, right, it'd be really easy to drive, but you never get on a motorbike and say, look, what's left? Left is turn the steering wheel left. You know it's turn the steering wheel left. Right. It's really, they should have, if they'd redefine keys in it, this game is brilliant, don't get me wrong, right? But if they had an option to redefine the keys, it'd be beautiful, but there is no option to redefine the keys. That's something that a coder can do. If a coder can actually look at it and redefine the keys, that'd be great. I don't know where that helicopter's going. But it's in an apocalyptic world where we don't have helicopters. Well, we don't have anything. Right. Kaboom! Take that, Mr. Yellow Man. Hey, Mr. Yellow Man, play a song for me. Night Patrol. Dun, 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 dun. I'll tell you a game you won't want me to play on the stream. Knight Rider. Won't want to play that. And you won't want me to play EastEnders, which we talked about briefly yesterday, or anything by Time Suck. Oh. Come on, Blue Man. Come on, Blue Man. Do you know, for old time's sake, I think after this, I hadn't planned to do it. Actually, I'm not sure I've actually got it. I might, if it's in the thing, I'll have a look at Jet Set Willy. I'm not sure it is in the thing. Come on, stay on target, as Darth Vader said. Stay on target. Yeah, you know what I mean, don't you? They got handlebars, not steering wheels. I knew that. Forgive me. I'm going through an 8-bit alien forest or Earth forest in the future using a keyboard to control a motorbike. It's pretty scary stuff. It's like when Holly from Red Dwarf was trying to navigate the ship faster than the speed of light, which is almost close to. By the time you've seen something, we've already passed through it. Yeah. Well, that's my excuse. Have we the same pet was awful. You're quite right, Gumdio. That was terrible. You won't want to live stream of that. Imagine if someone was doing a live stream of all the Time Soft games. I've just shot the helicopter again. I think there was one good game by them. I can't remember what it was though. It might have just been a fluke, perhaps. It might have been a fluke. Right, away we go. The trees might start getting, but they will, won't they? They're going to start getting a bit more tightly packed as we go forward. What I say this a lot, but thank you to people that have become members of the channel already. It's all about helping me survive. Thank you to people that bought me a coffee on Ko-Fi. I think if you did that on the live stream, I think a graphic goes up the screen. If it works, it does a little bit of bingy noise. So if that ever happened, I'd probably fall off my seat. And also thank you to Paul on the super chat, which is good. You can do super stickers as well, which then you can do some sort of crazy graphic, I think. Hooray! But at the moment, it's all about taking out that yellow person as we go through the woods. Right. Timesoft game stream is not a bad idea. Did you mean to put the word "not" in there? I mean, how many games are there by Timesoft? It would be funny. Perhaps we should line it up. Perhaps one day we'll do a Timesoft stream, and people that are glutton for punishment might come in. But this game's all about trying to get rid of stress. I think if we played that EastEnders game, I'm not sure. Oh, we got a tank there. I'm taking out all that stuff in the background. Yeah, Knight Rider Francesco does need a homebrew. I mean, that game could be so much better. I seem to remember you was just going along a yellow road for absolutely ages, and it wasn't very exciting, was it really? This is what a motorbike in the future sounds like, but feel free to do your own speeder bike sounds. If my internet gets a super speed, then of course we might look at Battlefront, but that's a long, long way off. Star Wars Battlefront has not come out on the ZX Spectrum. Has it? This is a bit when you tell me it hasn't. There are a few Star Wars games, so we may begin to have a look at those in the future, but I always prefer Star Strike and those sort of games. What's your favourite space game? We haven't had a look at any like the classics, have we? Like Space Raiders and all the variants, Galaxian and Galaxians. Haven't had a look at Pac-Man either, but we all know what Pac-Man looks like. Street Hawk, that's a game I haven't reviewed quite as yet. I think there's a couple of Street Hawk games, Pum. I think. Now, occasionally, if I'm mucking about the computer here, you might see an arrow strays onto the screen. I can't see it on there at the moment, so if you ever see that, just let me know, as you have done already, and I'll remove it. Because in the Spectrum days, we didn't have an arrow on the screen, did we? This is just something that's happened in emulation. So we're not having to wait for everything to load, which is good. If we had to wait for everything to load, we'd probably be still playing Robocop at the moment. So as a kid, we always added extra stories onto these games, didn't we, really? So you probably had a pilot name. Is this Luke Skywalker or Luke Skydiver? No, it's Nick Skydiver coming to save the day. Boom, boom. Haven't covered any Star Wars games in the live stream so far. I'll tell you what a terrible Star Wars game it is that we reviewed on the channel. If you want to look it up, you haven't seen it already. It's Droids, based on the cartoon Droids, starring, well, it starred C-3PO and R2-D2, didn't it, really? Cartoon wasn't so bad. Game is absolutely terrible. Most of the time you're just running through a corridor. How am I getting through these trees? Well, it's, you know, they need a proper road. I think. How was I going to get through there? I think these guys could probably keep this forest. That is good. Righty-o. So we've looked at so far Robocop twice, and then the joystick broke. We've looked at Mazie Axe, which is a pretty good game. We looked at PSSST. Now let's be confident here. The joystick hasn't broken. It's just a driver went wrong. Transformers. Maybe we can have a look at that later down the line. Look, there we go. Thank you very much. The arrow's gone now, David. Thank you, but I might need to do something. We had a look at Wek Le Mans, Lunar Crabs. Right, so let's have a look then. Let's have a look to see on the catalogue. We're in uncharted territory now, because I didn't expect the joystick to go silly on me. Let's have a look what we can see on the back catalogue. There's a jetpack there. Manic Miner, we could jump into there for old time's sake, but I think we had a look at that the other day, didn't we, really? Is Monty Python. Not a lot of playability out of Monty Python. Pietro Brothers as well. Supercars is sitting there. Let's let's have a look here. The young ones, we don't want to be looking at that, do we, really? I'm a bit confused now. What should we cover? Let's go into a homebrew. I think let's get this into 128k mode. Let's get this into mode. Do you want to see Manic Miner or do you want to see a homebrew? What do you think? Do you want to see Manic Miner? I'm not bad at that game. Or we could see a homebrew. But let's do Manic Miner then. Nos Finnegan has said Manic Miner. No one seems to be disagreeing at the moment. No, you're not going to disagree. Right, it's Manic Miner then. We looked at a similar game yesterday, Pietro Brothers, which remade all the things with multiple colours. It'd be interesting to see the difference. Okay. Oh no, now Manic Miner and oh, we're gonna have to do both then. We'll have to do both. What's the time? 7:22. We'll do Manic Miner, then we'll have a look at the homebrew then. There. So Manic Miner, and I can do that one on keys as well. So we know that's gonna work. Right? There's no error on screen. Do. Good. You can't beat the old classics here. Manic Miner by Matthew Smith and Bugbite in the early 80s. Redshift was the one I was going to look at, Chronobaggy. So we'll zip through here. We can fit that one in. We'll have a look at it as well. Right. I mean, this game. Oh come on! I thought my keyboard had gone wrong then as well. Manic Homebrew. Well, that's a mixture between the two. Don't worry, Pum Pum. If we get time, we might have a look at Redshift as well. We got time, haven't we? I'll have one go on this when my lives run out. But I'm doing this all through memory, really. But this is an extra game that we didn't really plan on the thing because I did plan to go all the way through Robocop, but as we know, we won't keep mentioning it, or shall we? Something went a bit wrong. Ed209 messed about. Oh dear, that's too far. Oh, I thought I was going to die then. Now there's loads and loads of mods. There's loads of mods to this game, isn't there? I've covered a few of them. There's Manic Miner spelled backwards, where the whole thing is back to front. There's lots of different screens. There's a Hobbit version of this, which I've reviewed. There's this like a Jet Set Willy version, where all the screens are various screens of the Jet Set Willy game, and then you have to get into the shreddy or that box there. But you know, I hate to think how many hours I spent on this game, but they aren't hours wasted, I would say so. The Cold Room. I'll tell you what we'll do for next time, because I thought I didn't see it in my list there, but we've got to look at Worst Things Happen at Sea. That is a good game. I don't know if you've come across that one. Good music in that one as well at the start too. Because when I had to fix my computer and I had the problems with the graphics card, it's all going wrong. I lost quite a lot of the ROMs that I had there, and I just like building them up again. But Worst Things Happen at Sea, that would have been quite good. Yeah, Kane. I think Kane did hack my joystick there. It's all that nuke. I think. Here we go. Into the pink square we go. Yeah, right. I hope the joystick's okay. I don't really want to pay for another one, but yeah, it should be okay. It should be okay. I'm doing a lot of this through childhood memory. The bit when I go wrong, apart from Eugene's lair, is working out what the timing is on the back. I think that's the wrong timing, which I've just done there. Actually, I think I fluked it. I fluked it across the top. Right, there we go. There we go. Now, despite the amount of times I've played this game, I've never gone through all 20 screens. I have trouble either the landing bay or the warehouse, but the one I seem to have the most trouble with is Mutant Telephones. That's the one I have trouble with. But there we go. So I can play games sometimes. I think I've done this in the wrong order. Yeah, I have done it in the. I should have got a key there. It's not the end of the world. I can go back and get it. We've got plenty of time. We've got plenty of time here. This ledge is going to melt a little bit. Actually, we're still okay. There's a few orders you can do here. Left Behind. I have written that down. Left Behind. It's sort of like you mentioned there. It's a prequel to that game we looked at last time, Jumping Jupiter. And I love Jumping Jupiter. That was a great game, also influenced by Manic Miner. So check out the review of that on the channel if you haven't already. So yeah, Left Behind. I will be looking at that. Yeah, the Mutant Telephones, David. That's generally where I get stuck, and I'd imagine if I can get past Eugene, I imagine that's where I'm going to have trouble here. In Manic Pietro, of course, they put extra colours on it, but they still stay with that red background, which is a bit hard on your eyes. It's debatable what you're collecting here, but I always used to think it was toilet rolls. Right, this is the timing I just fluke. I either get it right or wrong, which they're the only two options anyway. Whoa, look at that. Whether I'm right or wrong, he's through there, right. So we got that bit. And the other tricky bit of this, well, there's another couple of tricky bits, is after I jump over that bush, you haven't got much room to work with. There. Sometimes I crash into the bush and die straight away, but this is going quite well. Are they big bog blocks? Yeah, they could be. They could be. I don't know why as kids we thought that. There's nothing. It's the toilets, I suppose. Right. Let's get this right. So he's got enough clearance there. So there's a couple of other tricky bits here. This bit here. You have to... Right, so that's the bit. Now this is another tricky bit over these 2 bushes. Which we've just about done. And now the trickiest bit of all is when we've got to get this and beat Eugene on the way down. Here he comes. Too slow, Eugene. Too slow. If you are Eugene, comment below as we go into Pac-Man land in the processing plant. So as you can tell, I'm a little bit more adept at this game than I am from Mazie Axe and also Robocop and Death Chase on keys. Death Chase on keys, who wants to do that? Right, there we go. Yeah, red shift. Can you actually do red shift on keys? I'm not sure you can you? We'll soon find out. Right, past that Pac-Man there. Haven't lost any lives yet, have I? There must be something weird going on. But do not want to tempt fate. So we all know the story. Miner Willie is in the mine. All hell's broke loose. He completes all 20 levels to make his fortune. And with that fortune, he buys a great big mansion. Unfortunately, the mansion was owned by a crazy scientist. He has a big party there, and he must also clear up all the glasses from the party. Maria, the house maid, makes no help whatsoever. I don't know why he's paying her for. And also, the mad scientist has left a load of well, meanies behind, a bit like this. Oh, this is the bit where I get a bit tricky with now. Jet Set Willy 2. We could line that up. We could line that up for next time. Because you get to go into space on that one. That's it. I got it eventually. Right. I've heard that on the MSX version. There's slight differences, David. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I mean, the Commodore 64 version, I can't remember how that went. But generally, all versions are quite good. The Commodore 64 version of Jet Set Willy, unfortunately, they got a few things in the wrong place, and it really hindered the game, really. Right, into the vat. We can click up all these keys. Yeah, they did like their protection, but I suppose they had to, because all the kids were copying them in the playground, wasn't they, really? So there we go. Let's time this right. Don't want to land on a kangaroo in the vat. Right, now, just one tricky bit left to go, the vat, and then we'll probably start losing lives when it gets a little bit tricky when we meet the Kong Beast. Oh, I missed a key! Oh, man. Right, there we go. Good. Right, there we go. I wasn't concentrating there. Yeah, the stars on... Oh, flash, I've got an extra life. Yeah, the stars on Commodore 64 version, the stairs, rather, it's weird, wasn't it? It's weird what they did there. He didn't go up smoothly, did he? He went up like a conventional staircase. This is a bit of a tricky bit. Yep, he's done it. Right, let's get that banana. Right, going good, going good, going good. Now, we need to get this handle and jump across the gap. Get that banana. Oh, dearie me. I clicked on the wrong button. I clicked on the wrong button. Right. Yeah, I'm quite tempted, if we've got enough lives, rather than doing the level conventionally, I'm quite tempted to see if we can get that handle on the right-hand side. I know I'm going above my skill level here, to see if we can make the Kong Beast fall down. Do you want to see that? Should we attempt that? It could mean all lives are lost as I attempt to do that, but we could have a go at that. Another banana. The Kong Beast does like his bananas. Right. Right. Okay, don't jump into the Kong Beast. That's my advice to you. Get that. Right. So, down we go. Down we go. So thank you to everyone that's still in the stream. Thank you very much. I do like your contribution there. And like I say, it does all get archived, this. So your contribution will be there for anyone that watches the video a bit later on who's looking at the stream, essentially. But I'm glad that it's working. Generally, in the stream before, we had a bit of problem at the start. We seem to be going quite good. Right, let's go for that handle at the top then, everyone that's still here. This is going to be really, really tough, right? Yeah, this is gonna be a tough ask. We might run out of air here, but we'll go for it. Right, come on. Are you ready, everyone? 1, 2, 3. Hey! Take that. Right, I'm gonna run out of air now. That showed him. You don't see that very often, do you? On a Nick gameplay. Oh, don't say we're gonna. This is gonna be perfecto. Well, we had a. Well, yeah. That was amazing. I'm glad I did that. How did that happen? I'm glad that's been recorded for prosperity. How did I get away with that? Well, the narrowest of bits of air left as we go into the Amoebatrons. Head first there. Now, he does turn up a bit later on in, I think, was it the Kong Beast? Revenge of the Kong Beast, I think? Let's just show off and jump over that thing. Right. It is strangely hypnotic, you're quite right. Off we go, right. So we got to a wacky Amoebatron, so not like I'm stuck on the first level. That Kong Beast sure got splatted tonight. Now this is a little bit tricky. This is the only tricky bit on the Amoebatrons, really. This conveyor belt, trying to time it right. Let's try that. I think that blue one's okay. I think we've done that. Only one key to collect on the Amoebatrons. Right. As you can tell, I did play this game quite a lot as a kid. Through the Wall got a lot of look-ins as well. Basically, that's basic Breakout clone. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks okay. I just need to be a bit patient with this magenta one now. In your own time, this is a bit like if you get stuck behind someone on the road where you're late for work or somewhere. Right, go. Into that. Looks a bit like a playing card. Wacky Amoebatrons. Right, now, Endorian Forest, which it could be linked to Death Chase, I suppose, because, again, influenced by Return of the Jedi, Star Wars. Although they don't quite look like Ewoks, do they? Because they're the same size as us. Right, behind this magenta thing, through the wall. I need to re-download that as well, that'd be good. We might look at that for old time's sake as like a filler next time. Over you go. Right. Oh, I've done that wrong. Cool, I got away with that. That's good. That's good. Manic Pietro we looked at a bit yesterday, but I suppose Homebrew's going. We could look at, if we've got enough time, we could, I just want to look at everything, that's my problem. We could look at the original few stages, I suppose. Right, now, this is the tricky bit of the game. We need to jump and time in to get that ball without hitting the other thing, to get it on the down thing. As you can see, I missed it there. Right, so that could be it. Got it. Drop down on that. Drop down on there. We're going to do it, and now we're going to get to the telephones. You keep me hanging on the telephone. Right, now, sometimes I complete this, sometimes I don't. Get out of the way, telephone. 10p. I think this is money for the phone. Do you remember those phone booths you have to put the money in? Hide in there, hide there, hide there, hide there. Right, okay, now what do we do? How do we get across? Oh man, right. I can't remember how to do this. Over him. Oh, get out of the way, green telephone. Right, now what do we do? Right, I need some thinking time, and thinking time is not what I've got. So what one do we have to get first, then? I think I might have done this wrong. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Oops, oh no, that was the timing then, that was the timing. Oh, he's done it wrong, and he has to start all over again. Well, okay, that's pretty much what happens in this. Do. It's very unforgiving. It's very, very unforgiving, the game. You lose your life, you start all the way from the back again. Right, 8-bit. I think I've done this wrong. Let's hope he doesn't come to the end. Don't come to the end. Perhaps I should have jumped. Right. This risks everything. No! Oof. That was close. That's a bit too close for comfort, that was. Whoops. Telephones are deadly if you give them enough leeway. Right. Right, so this is pretty much where it starts going wrong from last time. Actually. I'll get moving Right, up we go again. I love the way you could break into the program as well, Julie, that through the wall. I think one time I made the graphic bigger. I made it a really big bat. Oh look, that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it. You need to jump over it properly. Do. Right, redshift. I think that's it's redshift 128k. I think it might be 128k redshift. But as we know, my joystick is not functioning it. So we'll see if we can do keys on redshift. If we can, great. If we can't, well, fair enough. Redshift, is it still on the computer? I don't know, right? Okay, right, so... Is it working or not? Right, we'll have it in English, please. Get through here. Oh, there's a bit of an intro. It's very classy, this game. Right, controls. Redefine keys. Right, we're cooking on gas now. Left, that can be O. Right is P. Up is down. Q is A. Right. So this is redshift if you want to check it down. Bomb S. We won't worry about those other ones. Right. Let's go. Let's just try and remember. Start. We'll do easy. We're doing the easy universe. Right? Right. So, first of all, we're taking off in this big long chute. There's not a lot of colour in this game, but it does good. The scrolling is good, and it's got all the stuff. Power forward. Right. Check out this music, folks. It's going good. Right. Right. Now just avoid it. Again, this is something I found a lot easier on the joystick. Right. Pick up those things. But can I get through the easy universe? If you're gonna try and free a universe, check the easy one. Ugh. Now, because everything's the same colour though, sometimes it's a bit hard to see things shooting at you. But the advantage is they are moving quite slow at you. Yeah? Yeah. Right. Oh my god. Flying Shark was a good shooter. Let's just try and. Oh god. If you shoot the whole squadron against you, you shoot this thing. I think you get a power up. There we go. So there we go. We've got something there at least. Alright, how far have you got in this one, Baggy? Have you completed it? Right. I mean, I played it a little bit for the review before, but I was very impressed. Come with a recommendation there. Because it's not in my notes. I think, was it 2020 this, or was it 2019? Maybe a bit before. Just avoid getting shot, which works well in gaming life and the real world as well. Oh, eat lead, aliens. So there's a nice picture of Saturn there. Is that going to give us the other bit of the... Yeah, that's going to give us the other ship we can get there. Right, so we've got a full ship now, sort of. Right. Yeah, Flying Shark, maybe, because that's probably got a poke on it that might work as well. That's something we might have a look at next time. So, note to self, remember to Flying Shark. A problem with Flying Shark, a little bit like this, I suppose. It's all the same colour, isn't it? It's all yellow, which I seem to remember. Also come out on the Commodore Amiga, that game, but I think I preferred it on the ZX Spectrum, I think that's one of the games I got from the playground. Not recently, I had, so don't go calling the police. It was back in the time when I was a school kid as well. Yeah. But I don't know how long it'll take to complete this game. I really don't. That's an extra. Oh, it's a bomb or a thruster I've got. If I hold this down, I do a bomb, I think. Right. Actually, I forgot what key I selected to do bombs. So it's good that the Spectrum homebrew scene is still there. My preference is always going to be, although they're inferior in a lot of ways, my preference is always going to be for the retro stuff created back in the day. In particular, the early 80s is my favourite era there. But you know, I like that they're producing new games as well, and the Spectrum next too. Alright, let's take these boyos out. So yeah, just summing up what we said before. A few of you said you might want to see the Atari 2600 game, so I'll look into that. We might do an experiment there, see how many people drop by. Yeah, we might do it for a bit of fun. Even if just one or two people drop by, we still might do it for an hour or so. See if I can get that to work. Now, my shields, I think, are in the top right, aren't they? That green thing there, we've re-established that. These things coming down look a bit like copyright symbols. It's missing Bob Todd, is that right, Mick? Yeah. How would you put Bob Todd into this game? Could have the Benny Hill music, I suppose. Right. Oh God, come on. Yeah. Right. Okay. Original Game Boy was good as well. I had a Game Boy Advance. I was a bit late on the scene, really. I didn't have a Game Boy. They were quite good though, weren't they? Everyone had one, didn't they? They was like phones back then. Right. Why isn't this thing dying? I'm trying to avoid stuff here. Come on, die, you thing. Well, that's one of the bits done. Oh, is this thing going to die anytime soon? Right, that's another bit. Get that. Come on, I want to save at least one galaxy. Yay, I've saved the galaxy. The galaxy is safe. Yeah. He didn't turn up, Bob Todd, at the end. It would have been good. You're right, Jason. The red is a little bit hard on the eyes. Destruction 75%. Medals 27. And he did it on keys. Right, now we're going to a different universe, a different galaxy. It's the Whirlpool Galaxy. I wonder if it's related to the Whirlpool washing machine. I don't know. Maybe it's set in a washing machine. So we do need to launch again. They didn't go with that music. I don't know why, Mick. Master Blaster is a good one, Francesco. Just saw that comment. And Bosconian 87. Two great games. Right, that'd be great to be homebrew there. Master Blaster, that was a cover tape, wasn't it, first of all? I think Master Blaster was a cover tape. It was a good one. It was a good one to look at. Load Runner, that's a game that might prove good for a live stream, so might look at that as well. Around aimlessly in those games, not knowing what I was doing. Oops, as I bump into a meteor. That's a good thing about it. It's got good speed, and it is on the right speed this time, because when we first loaded up Robocop, which is annoying me a little bit, it was on 200%, wasn't it? Really, he sounded like a chipmunk. But this is going at the normal speed. You know, it's obviously not programmed in BASIC. That's for sure. Take that, you two aliens, 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 aliens. So we looked at Manic Miner, and we did look at a homebrew as well. So we did both the options there. So thank you there. Right. Yeah, Monochrome's good, Lewis. I do like a good monochrome game. I think I've died, haven't I? Yeah, monochrome rules in this sort of like right place. Shooting games, you have to be a little bit wary because yeah, if you can't see what you're shooting at, that is Good. So, have we got time to fit something else in? I was planning to go for a couple of hours and sort of like have a wind down. We've got about 13 minutes, haven't we, there? Shall I just chuck something? Or shall we have another go at Lunar Crabs to finish us off on, maybe? Right. Okay. So I hope you like the games we've had a look at this time. It's been a bit around the shop, to be fair. Yeah. So shall we put in another one? What do you think? Tell you what. We'll have a quick look at this classic. Oh, actually, I don't think I can get that to work. Let's try. Oh, it might be that load code thing I have to do. Hang on a minute. Why did I pick myself something tricky at the end? Right. So get it into 48K mode. 48K mode. Right. Load. To the thingamajigs. Get it in that thingamajig like that. Code. There we go. See, there we go. So, what do we have to do here? We have to stop tanks from going across a screen, I think. Change game type. I for info. Any key for no change. Right. Oh dear, I don't know what the keys are again because I didn't line this one. I didn't line this one up. Oh, I think it's aborted. I for info, perhaps that might help. Right. So F and T are the. So always read the instructions, which I always do. FT. Oh god, this is a bit tricky. FT SW, and then what's fire? Fire is Y. Okay. Okay, and then what start the game? Right. Okay. There we go. So we do left and right like that, up and down like that, and Y like that. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get the hang of this one, am I? It's another one where I probably need the joystick, but I won't go on. I keep saying I won't go on. I have gone on, haven't I? Really? Okay. Let's just wait for this to get in the way. We'll shoot this tank, then we'll go into wind down. Let's lower this. I'll get at least one. Right, let's get one at the back there. Shoot him. Right, we shot one. So that's good enough. So we will wind it down now. We shot up 3D tanks and we got one there. So yeah, we're in wind down mode. So I hope you liked having a look at that live stream this time round. Thank you for people that stayed to the end. I think there was slightly less of you than at the start, which is absolutely fine. I'm glad that you've stopped by. Thank you to Paul, who donated the £10 there, which really helps there. So it helps me keep going, which is great in these tricky times. Thanks, David. You're more than welcome. We had looked at Robocop, didn't we? Mazie Axe, Pust. Wetlerman, so we had a look at a few games here. Take care, Jason. Thank you. Lunar Crabs, Death Chase as well, and we dropped into Manic Miner there too. So yeah, take care, everyone. As I say, always it's all about easing the stress. We're all in the same boat here. So if you're feeling particularly stressed, there, feel free to give me a message on Twitter, what have you. We have a chat. That's what it's all about, really. So yeah. So thank you, everyone, especially to the members as well. And as I say, thank you to Paul. Can't thank you enough because that makes a big difference to me at the moment, the donations. So yeah, so we'll wind it off there. Nice speaking to you. Thank you for your kind comments there. You're a great bunch of people. Keep doing what you're doing. And until next time then, goodbye. Have a good evening. Thanks, Jason. We'll get the joystick fixed. Have a good evening, everyone. Brilliant. Thank you. Bye-bye.